this year, sundown, April 1st at 500 South Salisbury Street in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Downtown Conventional Center. It's got enough room for all of us. The Lord's 54th annual Passover. Last year, brothers and sisters showed up from all over the world, rocking ancient garments and glorious apparel in order to serve the Most High in Christ. Now, it's that time again. Commander General YAHANNA is putting out the decree for all brothers and sisters to show up sundown, April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina. Join us at the Sheraton in Raleigh, the hotel right downtown. It's at 421 South Salisbury. The Passover is right up the block at the convention center, literally within walking distance. Make sure you pull up. Make sure that you do your due diligence because rooms are going fast and they are limited this weekend. You understand? We have months in advance of preparation. Do not wait till the last minute to get your room. The Lord's 54th annual Passover, Saturday, April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina. Join us there.
It's about time. Send the curses to them enemies.
Shalom, Israel.
Shalom. It's that time again, Israel. It's the Lord's 54th annual Passover in North Carolina.
Y'all know what we do. Y'all know what we came to do. Huh?
The I.S.U.P.K. under Commander General YAHANNA will be hosting the Lord's 54th annual Passover in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Downtown Convention Center. This is something that you do not want to miss. Make sure that y'all bring the entire family.
Oh, you think I'm bullshitting? Wait till I get with you. If I gotta go to ground, I'ma shut the town down. I ain't about to stop until I hit sand down. All you gonna see is a lot of men down.
The Downtown Raleigh Convention Center.
All my niggas go to ground. We go to ground. You
Hispanic, and Native Indians. Go to ISUPK.com to purchase your tickets today. $200 per every adult over the age of 17 years old.
We are not the same. No, we not related. I'm not stuck on liquor. Death is a vacation. My camp undefeated. You cannot debate. You just want the clout.
The
You
Lord,
just want the praise. I'm
54th
just trying to
annual
I'm
Passover,
trying to take
April the
I say
1st,
fuck the devil.
is coming
You
down
don't talk to
to
Satan.
Raleigh,
One West
North
in my blood.
Carolina.
I'm a U.P.K creation.
Commander
We
General
don't give a
YAHANNA
fuck. You can
has
see
done
it
it
in our
again.
faces. Got it out.
You don't want to miss
Straight
this.
up the base. The word
Pull
don't
your socks. Pull
the
your
word
socks.
don't turn trace.
Shalom, Alawani, how about you, man?
Hey, hey, shalom. Yeah, how about you, man? Shabbat
Most High in Christ. Y'all can hear me good?
Loud and clear.
Most High in Christ. What's going on, bro? What's going on, Kawal?
All right.
Big cap in the building. What's going on, sir?
Hey, shalom. Yeah, how about you, man?
Yeah, y'all was time. You know what I'm saying?
Damn
All
right.
right.
Most High in Christ, man. Back up in this piece.
Yeah.
Back at it again. Chain Breakers
Yeah.
Podcast, episode number 22. We still rocking and rolling, still making it happen. You know what I'm saying? I.S.U.P.K under Commanding General YAHANNA. You know what I'm saying? It's bringing to you another episode, another 12 episode of the Chain Breakers Podcast. You know what I'm saying? As I said, I.S.U.P.K started at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Been in operation since 1969, teaching the truth to so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians, the truth according to the Bible. That we are, in fact, the true Jews, the true Israelites of the Bible. You understand? And here on the Chain Breakers Podcast, as with many of our other shows, we do the same thing we've been doing since 1969. We breaking the chains of oppression, the chains of slavery. You know what I'm saying? The mental chains. We're not talking about physical chains.
That's right.
We got to break these mental chains on our people. It's bad out here, Cap. Cool. I know you know what I'm talking about too. It is bad out here. We are going to talk about some things today. I see a brother sent me some things that I researched on my own. When I seen them, I said, man, yo, I don't know how anybody, Cap says every week, I don't know how y'all do it outside of I.S.U.P.K. I just don't get it. I'm telling you, it is a scary world out there. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get right into it. But before we get into today's stories, if any of the Akim or the Ottawa want to bring anything, Salakia, I didn't even introduce. How could I do that, Salakia? How could I start up the Chain Breakers Podcast without introducing my co-constituents? You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, my Ottawa, you know what I'm saying, captain of 10,000, your Garwap, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Out there in Oklahoma City, if you're in Oklahoma or in those areas, you know what I'm saying, you want to get with Captain Yagarwap, you know what I'm saying, or Officer Ayash Kawawad out there, man. Join the school, get in tune, all right? Shout out to my brother, Officer of 1,000 Kawal. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Christ.
You know what I'm saying? Doing what it do out there in Fayetteville, North Carolina. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Officer 500, y'all might be on with us later. I know he be real busy around this time, but no sweat. I think he's probably might join us with the audio only. I, of course, am Precinct Officer of 1,000, Thabawan.
My man.
Also out here in this Thawada. In this North Carolina, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you seen them promos too, man.
Word.
April 1st is going down in Raleigh, North Carolina. 500 South Salisbury Street is going down. You know what I'm saying? The Lord's 54th annual Passover, brought to you by none other than, it could not be duplicated. It can't be done by nobody else. Done by the I.S.U.P.K under Commanding General YAHANNA. So if you talk about going to some Passover that doesn't involve the I.S.U.P.K, you're not going to the Passover. You're going to a cookout. You're going to some kind of barbecue or some, you know what I mean? I don't know what it is, a damn event. That's what you're going to, but you're not going to the Lord's Passover. The Lord's Passover. is in
That's right.
Raleigh, North Carolina at 500 South Salisbury Street, April 1st. So before we get into today's stories, Cap, anything you wanted to bring out? Anything of note?
Yeah, I want to bring out something real quick. I don't know if you had the story about these Jewish people. But anyway, no, I just seen these people on the news. And there's a story, on the news, and it's so sad because they get our sisters. They get that sister, what's her name on CBS News, on World News, what's her name? Something Duncan, Tranika Duncan, something, whatever, They get this sister. They make sure they get a black sister. They make sure they get a black sister and go out and do this report on these Jewish people. And I'm so sick of. I'm gonna stop calling them Jewish people. I'm gonna call them who they are, who the Lord calls them, Amalekites of the Bible.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm tired of hearing these Amalekites talk about their sorrow about the Holocaust. Right. I mean, don't tempt it on no more Holocaust stories. If you want to talk about a sad Holocaust story, I mean, come on, let's really talk about slavery. The real Holocaust, what happened to blacks in the transatlantic slave trade. Let's talk about that. I mean, they're going to talk about all the stuff and what they did as a little kid. These people like maybe 80 or 90 something years old, and they lived through the Holocaust and whoopity, and now they doing it. And Tadrika Duncan, she goes into the kitchen with these Amalekites, trying to learning how to cook something, some garbage, probably tastes like poison. But it's, we are just so destroyed, and everybody feels sorry for them. You know what I'm saying? Right. And you gotta understand it. I mean, come on, slave ships sailed for 200 years.
Right.
I mean, that is madness. That's total madness when you think about it. 200 damn years, slave ships sailed.
Wow.
200 years, and you talk about a damn Holocaust. 200 years. I mean, that's like out of this world. When you talk about slavery, slave ships sailed for 200 years.
That's right.
I mean, we're still in slavery now. 99 million, you talk about 6 million Jews, so-called Jews with the Amalekites, 6 million Amalekites to 99 million just on the transatlantic slave trade alone. I mean, we talking about just on the water. Just from the water from West Africa to America, 99 million were murdered. Were murdered. We're not talking about once we got here. So many millions of us died in slavery. But we talking about just the transatlantic slave trade across the water. Good Lord. And you talk about, the sorrow of the Amalekites. The sorrow. This and that. What they've been through. God damn. We've been through it and still going through it.
Right.
Yeah, that's it right there. Talking to them, and we supposed to feel so sorry for them. And they tell about this when they were kids and so. Come on, man. Don't tell me about this stuff, man. Come on,
that's
man.
Right.
We'll tell you about the kids. We'll tell you about the kids that are not alive, the ones who didn't make it.
That's right.
They didn't live to be 90 years old in America and tell their story. We're talking about the ones that died when they was kids. Man, it's just I just had to had to vent a little bit, I had to vent a little bit, because this is just so evil. They can talk about their trouble and horrors of growing up, but we can't talk about ours.
That's right.
They can talk about their history of their so-called Holocaust, but we can't talk about ours.
That's right.
We can't talk about ours. Ours was old and a long time ago. I mean, it's just wicked, man. This is the Sons of Kingdom, man.
Damn right.
This is what they do to us. This is how the black man, Hispanic man, you are still a slave.
That's right.
Nothing's changed. You're still a slave, and they don't give a damn about what we've been through because we're damn slaves.
That's right.
Oh God. Yeah, I yield with that, brother.
Oh God, damn right. No, that's very heavy, Adawan. You know what I'm saying? And we've been seeing it. Our people don't have that, that opportunity, man. What you're saying is right on time, sir. You know what I'm saying? We're not afforded, the ability to mourn our past. But they tell us to forget about this and to move on, and this was so old and so on and so forth. But there's a Holocaust museum in every major city in America. We're about what? How many miles away from Auschwitz? What, 1,000, 1,500 miles away from Auschwitz? That happened what? Almost 80 years ago. I mean, that was what, the 40s, late 30s, early 40s. You know what I'm saying? That's my grandmother was born in 1939. You know what I'm saying? She 82, 83 years old. You know what I'm saying? But they keep bringing up the past. Why am I watching this on CNN in the morning time? You know what I mean? Like, damn, do you want a cookie? Good night. No sweat. No sweat. I almost said something real wrong about cookies and baking them in the oven, but let me not do that. Anyways, cool. Anything you wanted to bring out, brother?
Just big shout out to Commander YAHANNA. So everybody pay your Passover fee. If you pay your Passover fee early, you get into the all-black party for free. The all-black party is going to be in Durham, North Carolina. It's at the Durham Armory. It's plenty of space. It's going to be a concert there. It's going to be a lot of dancing, a lot of women. We're doing heavy promotion out here in Durham and Fayetteville and Raleigh and surrounding areas. So it's not only going to be U.P.K, but it's open to our brothers and sisters also.
That's right.
So get your tickets early. You understand? Get your tickets early, pay your Passover fee, and you don't got to worry about paying at the door when you get to the black party. I believe all women are free to all females are free to 10 o'clock, 10:30. You know what I mean? Something like that. And let's get it on, man. You know what I mean?
If I could. Real quick, the water for that, brother. The water for that, you know what I'm saying? Plug in that Passover, that all-black party. Let me just show the people something real quick. Is anybody familiar with this picture?
Yeah, everybody got that in their house. I got it in my in the pool room.
Every black person is supposed to know this.
Okay. Yeah.
Everybody should be familiar with this photo. Up. Yep. And guess what? This is where the all-black party is happening. You didn't know that, did you? Right?
Okay. Yep, that is for sure.
All right.
This painting called the Sugar Shack was painted by a brother. His name is over here. I can't really see it too well. What's his name? I forgot his name. I'll get it to you maybe later in the show. But this painting was painted by a brother from Durham, North Carolina, and this painting is representing a party that he attended inside of the Durham Armory, where the all-black party is taking place.
Yeah, that picture is so legendary too, and you gotta send that to Captain Shops and bring that out on Black Watch or something.
Right.
That'll hype it even more right there. That's dope.
That's why that's like Kowal said. This is going to be the party of all parties. I'm telling you, if y'all going in here, no offense to all the black parties we've had in the past, they all been dope. But this one is a party. We want the whole all blacks, Latinos, Native Indians in the Durham and surrounding areas to be. It's going to be packed. It's going to be loud. It's going to be fun. You don't be standing on the wall. None of that. I'm gonna tell like George Clinton, put the spotlight on them, put the flashlight on them, man. We gonna have a good time. So come out, man. Support is gonna be Tawab. You know what I'm saying? Most High in Christ, the water for that, brother. I'm gonna send you that photo as well. Most High in Christ. All right, so we're gonna roll right along, man. There's so much stuff that we can talk about. But this one that Officer Yanazar sent me. Okay, he sent this to me earlier today, and it wasn't on my ledger for today's stories, but I seen it and I was like, yo, I couldn't believe my eyes. So let me see if I can get this video rolling up on the screen. If you could just bear with me just a moment. And in the meantime, while I'm doing this, do not forget, Salakia, like my brother said, make sure you pay your tithes, make sure you pay your Passover fee, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe. There we go, right there on the screen. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the I.S.U.P.K in all the different platforms, all the different things we got going on, right? Oh, make sure you subscribe to the Chain Breakers podcast.
Right.
Let's get those likes up. We got some people tuning in. We appreciate everybody that's tuning into the show. It's very helpful. But the most helpful thing you can do is actually go ahead and click that like button. Clicking that like button is, you know what I'm saying, is essential. So if you could do that, Most High in Christ, we really appreciate it. All right. So this first story is, it's the medical story. We're going to go into the medical field a little bit. Bear with me. Here we go. Who's ever heard of gonorrhea? It's a terrible, horrible thing, right? We've heard of gonorrhea. Well, I got a story right here that I almost laughed. I did laugh. They got a thing called super gonorrhea.
Good Lord.
I repeat.
Good Lord.
The United States of America has just had its first case of super gonorrhea. That's right. It's in your back. Pause.
So like it, so you telling me the Most High didn't supersize gonorrhea? I mean, supersize gonorrhea. Go ahead, brother.
No, when I show you the picture, please don't. Y'all gotta be mature, all right?
God.
God. Right? Don't laugh before we even get to the video. Here we go. That's what gonorrhea looks like.
What?
Good gracious.
Oh, this gotta be a joke.
Great.
That's what gonorrhea looks like.
Wait a minute. Good Lord. Come on, man.
It looks like. So I'm gonna run this video. So
that's scary.
So I can hear about super gonorrhea. Here we go, Salaki.
Boy.
What the hell?
Health news, the U.S. now has its first case of super gonorrhea, and experts say the sexually transmitted strain appears to be resistant to 5 classes of antibiotics.
And joining us now is Dr. Ria Delatorre from NYU Langone Health. Doctor, what can you tell us about this new strain?
So we've now seen 2 cases in the United States. Previously, we'd only seen these in the Asia Pacific and the UK, and it's been termed super gonorrhea because it's resistant to somewhat resistant to at least 5 different types of antibiotics that we typically use to treat gonorrhea. And so these patients ended up having to be treated with a very strong dose of ceftriaxone, which is...
I can't even finish it. I can't finish it.
Lord.
So, Cap, you made a heavy point, sir. You said something I think might have went over people's heads. The Lord doing this.
Yeah.
We told you in the I.S.U.P.K. Commander General YAHANNA prophesied, and all his prophets followed suit, that more diseases were coming. Y'all thought that monkeypox was
right.
More diseases were coming. We told you that there was more in store, and now you have a version of gonorrhea that is resistant to the 5 known types of antibiotics that are used to treat gonorrhea.
Good Lord.
Cap, what are they going to do, Cap?
Man, I don't know what they're going to do, man. I feel sorry for you out there. If you're Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, you outside the truth, I feel sorry for you. I mean, good Lord. The Lord has supersized gonorrhea. I mean, come on, man. Good Lord. I mean, the antibiotics can't even stop it. I mean, good Lord. Man. I mean, look, and that is just so amazing that the Most High he can do things like that.
That's right.
That's come on, he's the power. Man, I always like to point out to people that, come on, the Bible does says that he's the terrible. It says he's mighty and terrible. Mighty and terrible. Right. You know what I'm saying? He's mighty. He can do great things for us if we just follow him and be obedient. But if we don't, he can be terrible to us. Good Lord, he can be terrible to us. He can give you super gonorrhea. Good Lord. I mean, this is like, boy, don't mess with the terrible. Don't mess with the terrible. Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians, come on, we got our Father who we have to obey. You don't obey the Father, then, hey, you'll come victim of super gonorrhea.
Right.
Good Lord. This is scary. This is scary for y'all out there. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be protected. Us in the truth and the I.S.U.P.K. and the Commander General, we're going to be protected.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But like Tabawan just said that come on, Commander Yohana, he already prophesied that it's coming.
That's right.
It's coming. You know what I'm saying? But y'all want to laugh at us. Y'all want to call us names and everything and whatever. Hey, shoot yourself. You know what I'm saying? Right. Shoot yourself. We just boy, this is a heavy one, man, brothers. Right. This is a heavy one, man. Yeah. Come on, the Lord, he supersized gonorrhea. I just can't get that out of my head, man. Right. come on, man. You're talking about gonorrhea. That's a terrible thing to get, to contract. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta go and get antibiotics. You get shot up and stuff like that. But man, now the antibiotics not even working. It's super. I mean, come on, man.
If I could, sir.
Go ahead, I yield, brother.
If I could read the scripture out of one, this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 43 and verse 29. The Lord is terrible and very great.
So I can say that again, brother. The
Lord is terrible and very great.
Boy, terrible and very good. I mean, come on, man. Hey, for you Christians out there who love Jesus and love God, I mean, hey, he's terrible.
That's right.
He's terrible. He's not playing with us. He's not playing with us, man. These are the end times we're living in. You know, when it talks about the pestilences and everything's going to be, hey, come on. Super gonorrhea. We thought monkeypox was bad, monkeypox and coronavirus and all this type of stuff. I mean, damn, you got super gonorrhea.
Right.
I mean, come on. Man, I mean, boy, this is blowing my mind, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. Super gonorrhea.
Shout out to Officer Giannis.
Man, what the hell's gonna be next? Super AIDS?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. Gracious.
So, like I said, the Lord is terrible and very great, and marvelous is his power.
Good, great. I mean, that's marvelous. Marvelous is his power. You don't want to stop being freaky deaky? Oh, he give you super gonorrhea. Oh yeah. Oh, you player, aren't you? Oh yeah. You ho hopping. Oh yeah, okay. All right. He sent his prophets a long time ago. We've been out here. Y'all call us names. Y'all laugh at us, just like you did Christ. Okay, no sweat. The Most High is terrible, and he'll give you that super gonorrhea.
That's right.
And any other pestilence that he want to supersize. You know what I'm saying? Because he's the Most High. He can do anything you want. He can supersize pestilences. You know what I'm saying? Boy, go ahead. I yield, brother.
No sweat. Let's roll on with the tape a little bit more. It's only about a minute left, and Kawal, I want you to chime in. So let's see what else we can hear about super gonorrhea.
Goodness.
So lucky. Let's rewind a little bit.
Used to treat gonorrhea, and so these patients ended up having to be treated with a very strong dose of ceftriaxone, which is an IV form of the antibiotic that we already give them. But it's novel because it's showing what we're seeing in the world in general, that most bacteria are developing resistance to the antibiotics we previously used, and we're seeing an evolution of what we're calling superbugs. So it's quite concerning.
Yeah, no, right. This is something that's sort of been discussed for years, the idea that we could eventually get to this moment. So what's the solution going forward? Is there any new antibiotics in the pipeline? My understanding is there's not a lot of money in antibiotics for drug companies, so they don't want to put a lot of research into it. Where do we go from here?
It's a great question. We have been using, and in some cases abusing, antibiotics for the last 70 years. And this is, again, just a natural evolution of bacteria and viruses and other infectious diseases. They want to survive. And so what they're going to do is form mutations that help them become resistant to the things that we typically use to treat them. And so what we're seeing now is that people with standard infections that we could have just given them oral or pill antibiotics at home, we're going to have to treat them with IV antibiotics or form new antibiotics. But you're completely right. It's something that a lot of people are scratching their heads about. It's a huge threat to global health, and it's something that we need to address.
Hey, Salaki, is that is when it's showing this the strength when it's showing the super gonorrhea, is that's testicles, right?
Yeah, I look like it. Also a granddaddy testicle.
Who comes up with that stuff, man? Who creates that stuff, man? I mean, come on, man.
Where they at? What's the super gonorrhea?
Come on, man. Super gonorrhea. Oh, man, that's scary, man. Come on, man. That is scary. Come on, man. Come on, man. We're trying to scare people, man. They're gonna hang that in people's bathrooms, scare them. What the
hell? God, yo. Good
Come on, man. We're gonna scare brothers into the truth.
Right.
We're gonna scare. Yeah, you keep on being freaky deaky. You see that? Right. That's super gonorrhea. That's that's the poster for super gonorrhea right there.
Good
Lord.
Cool.
I can't even talk. I can't even talk. But Captain's so right. You know what I'm saying? Like that's insane. But the crazy part about it is, it's bad, man. I remember reading about AIDS and how if two people who have HIV, let's say some people have, they contract HIV and they're like, well, I got HIV. I don't want to give it to somebody that don't have it. So they're going to get with somebody who does have it. And if those two people get together, they can form a different strain of HIV that's more powerful than one they both have. So like she said, these bacteria, these viruses mutate. And it's all the Lord doing. And it's crazy because, we always talk about, 6-month rule and be careful who you lay with and choose the right sister and all this stuff. That's so much more important now. Being that you have all these STIs, you know what I'm saying? These STDs and all these sexually transmitted diseases. I mean, it's insane, man. I mean, it used to be called the clap. I mean, I don't know what the hell they're gonna call it now. Lord will put a switch on it. He done put a switch on that virus. Now it's just something that you're gonna be asking sisters like, when's the last time you got tested?
Right.
If you get something like this, it said it's 5 different antibiotics which are common. This virus just eats through those. Like it's not even working. Yeah. Now they have to try to find something, to give you to kill this virus that you got because you, like Cap said, you being a freaky deaky. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna love to see the stats on how that spread. Was it through the LGBT community or something like that? Like were these people who the first 2 or 3 people who got it were they LGBT community folks? They like to hide that. They hide that stat number like they did monkeypox.
For sure.
Monkeypox came out. They try to act like their average Negro gonna get monkeypox. The average Negro ain't getting monkeypox. You know who's getting monkeypox?
That's right.
So who's getting this strain of gonorrhea? And people forget. Don't forget about hepatitis. That's right around the corner.
Oh, yeah.
Hepatitis done, you ain't heard about that because of all these vaccinations, but you freaky deaky LGBT communities, y'all better beware because hepatitis is coming back. If the Lord put a switch on gonorrhea, he didn't put an extra banana clip on that damn hepatitis.
That's
you gonna get it. You gonna get it. Like Pagagawa said, what he said in the comments, he said, well, the next one might be all the virus put together. You never know.
Yeah, God.
And that right there, man, the Bible talks about that, like in your affliction, you're gonna seek him early. Don't wait till you get gonorrhea to come run through those I.S.U.P.K doors. You better not tarry like the Bible says. You better make haste to get your butt in here.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I got on that. That's crazy, yo.
Damn right.
Good. That's it.
And Pagaba said the next one's gonna be all the STDs combined, and it might have golden hair like a saying. Damn right.
Yeah, right.
That's super gonorrhea.
Right.
That's super gonorrhea. Got some spiky golden hair strands, and I'm telling you, man, the Lord.
I wonder if those spikes are like burned. One of those spikes are like real, like prickly. Can you imagine that? If there's like prickly and it's going through your body?
Yeah, it probably is like attaching itself. Is how it like latches on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Isn't that funny? You get that first that gets in your body, and then your testicles looks like the thing that it got. Man, that's a horrible situation to be in. But again, if I could, before we move on, man, and the next story. See, I love how these stories segue. That's what I like to do. Like if we can kind of make it flow like that, it's perfectly going into the next story because Officer Kowal so eloquently brought up the LGBTQ, but. Also, man, this is why, like we said, if you're not in the I.S.U.P.K, I feel sorry for you, man. We get come on, Cap. Tell me if I'm lying. Let me know. We get talked so bad about. We Power Rangers. We just loud and angry for no reason. We need to get jobs. All of this, man. Like we get told so much. Get off the corner. You know what I mean? They always tell us. I mean, go back to New York. Even though not all of us is even from New York, you know what I'm saying? You be at camp in Mississippi, and they'd be like, "Go take it back to Harlem. Go back to Harlem with that nonsense, right?"
Right.
Now, And all we're doing is what? We're trying to tell Blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians how to not get super gonorrhea. Like, we go out there and our people like, listen, these diseases are coming. The Lord is not playing with you. You keep wanting to put your penis in all kinds of strange places, man. You grew up watching all kinds of nasty pornography, and now you don't want to just have sex with your wife. You got to have a midget threesome. You got to have you know what I'm saying? You got to go in a dark room in Atlanta and have a damn orgy, you know what I'm saying, with men and women and transgenders and all of that. That's a fun time to you. You know what I'm saying? What are we telling our brothers and sisters? Listen, you do that if you want, you're going to get super gonorrhea. You understand? So we just been doing the job the Lord told us to, man. If you don't want to listen, hey, no sweat. There's super gonorrhea waiting for you at the door. Oh, terrible.
Man.
But no sweat. You've heard it here first, folks. Super gonorrhea. 2 new cases in the United States, and your antibiotics will not work. You're going to be up in a hospital bed sweating a lot profusely. Okay. Most High in Christ. Moving right along. Super gonorrhea, right? And the Kowal just brought up a heavy point. Who was the first people to contract this? That's an interesting question. Well, this next story is not quite about diseases, but it is about not a physical health disease, but it is about a disease that plagues, and guess what? Not just Blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians, a disease that plagues the human race. This story, I saw this story on someone's Facebook, and I said, damn, like this is crazy. And guess what? This is to show you. They say that we're racist. The I.S.U.P.K is a hate group. Well, if we were a hate group, then we wouldn't even waste our time covering the story we're about to cover. Because as far as I know, no Blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians were hurt in this story. But it was so evil. So evil. And the Bible says, you know, I'm paraphrasing, that, you know what I'm saying, that righteous men eschew evil. We don't condone evil no matter who's doing it. Okay. So I wanted to talk about this. I don't know if y'all heard the story. Let me get this up on the screen. Bear with me just a moment. Slacky, again, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everybody that's tuning, that's rocking out with us, that's tuning in. Officer Pagaibawa, Officer Yanazar. Shout out to the sister Kazak Wana, Shalom, sister El Shemar, Thaba Shemar Shah. All right, let's get it rocking, man. Here we go. This is real sad, man. Let me present this. Bear with me. I'm gonna read a little bit of the article and you can see it. It says, gay couple charged with molesting their adopted sons also pimped them out to pedophile ring, report claims. A gay couple from Georgia charged with molesting their 2 adopted sons and using them to record child porn also allegedly pimped them out to members of a local pedophile ring, according to a disturbing new report. Salakia. It says, a months-long investigation by Town Hall revealed that William Dale Zulak, 33, and Zachary Jacoby Zulak, 35, allegedly used social media to prostitute their 2 elementary-aged sons. William Zulak, a government worker, and Zachary Zulak, a banker, were indicted in August 2022 on charges of incest, aggravated sodomy, aggravated child molestation, felony sexual exploitation of children, and felony prostitution of a minor.
God damn.
But the shocking investigation reveals in more detail the sickening abuse the boys suffered. Let me get a picture up here while I read this. I'm not going to play the video.
Boy.
Slack you. Bear with me just a moment here. This is extremely sad. Oh man, this is, whew. And you know what we're gonna talk about here. We're gonna spend some time with this. You know where we're going with this, because again, no, this story doesn't have anything to do with these adopted sons. I don't believe were black. They weren't. They were Edomites, right?
Sure.
Right.
But this is just so vicious. Salakia, open image, new tab. The image is not very clear, but I'm gonna have to use that anyway. Oh, I might use this one. Salakia, bear with me. Now let's go ahead and just use this. Okay. And I'll keep reading. Stop screen. Present this one. You can see how look, this is sick. Look at this. Right?
Wow.
It says, for the first time, it was revealed that the men allegedly pimped out their older sons, now 11 and 9 years old, to two other men in a pedophile ring.
Sick.
One of the men, Hunter Clay Lawless, 27, told investigators that Zachary, whose Instagram bio described him as Papa to our two wonderful boys, and an activist, invited him multiple times to take part in sexually abusing the boys. Town Hall reported. Here, this is actually a better picture. So y'all can see these. You can see these disgusting devils very clearly. I want you to see their faces and see the nature of the beast. There you go. Salakia. It says, however, Lawless claimed he never had physical contact with either child. Lawless also claimed Zachary sent him multiple messages on Snapchat, including one. Good night. I can't reading this. This is crazy. Including one that allegedly said, "I'm going to F my son tonight. Stand by." Along with images of himself sexually abusing the 11-year-old, according to the outlet. Last part here, we'll get into it. The two men were arrested on charges of soliciting an act of prostitution with the 11-year-old boy, according to the indictment. It's unclear whether Lawless and Armando Vizcarro Sanchez had any physical interactions with the boys. I mean, just even right there, this Cap. I mean, when you hear something like this, I mean, and, usually, as as Kawal said, they like to hide these kind of things. They don't want to say. I even saw another article where it didn't say gay couple. It just said couple. It didn't want to say gay couple. It just said couple. But we've been saying forever, that this is the nature not only of these people, by that we mean Edomites, but the LGBTQ. One of them said is an activist for the LGBTQ, and we've said there was a connection between LGBTQ and pedophilia, and they said what? They said, "Oh, you shouldn't say that. That's not true. You can't make that connection. It's not the same." Hey, Cap.
All of it, you know what I'm saying? It's so, everything just happening. The Most High is staring and making everything come about. Because the oppressor wants to prove the Most High wrong. He wants to deceive us that has a clouded brain and can't see the truth. He wants us to be really to think that, like the Bible, we always bring out that the Lord is against homosexuality. We give you precepts all the time. So what the suppressor is doing, he want to come with his LGBTQ and all these other crazy crap. It's all of his homosexuality.
Right.
All of his homosexuality. And so he going to make homosexuality right with God. Like it's more like, I should say, he want to make homosexuality like right for us, and telling us that the Most High God is wrong for saying it's abomination.
Right.
And he's coming up with all this freaky stuff, but we know we're at the end times when all this type of stuff is coming about.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? When all this homosexuality is coming out, and look at, since 1969, we've been pushing this truth. The I.S.U.P.K under Command General YAHANNA been pushing this truth since 1969. And now all this type of stuff is happening right now. I mean, look at this twisted stuff. And now it's becoming so evil because why? It's pedophilia. You know, they are molesting little kids and stuff. I mean, this is so funky and just, you know, it's so wicked and evil. You know what I'm saying? So all this type of stuff, for all this long time, they've been saying we crazy, we're this and that. But now you understand that we are the true priests and prophets of the Most High.
That's right.
And we prophesied all these type of evil things. The Bible prophesied all these type of things. So we're bringing it out. Now that it's out, I mean, come on, all this type of stuff is happening right now. You know what I'm saying? So you know we are. I mean, come on, we don't know how much time we got left.
That's right.
But man, we damn near close. Right. I mean, you know, with all these evil things, and what you see on TV, TV is trying to make like homosexuality all right. I was watching the news this morning where they had that white dude, Pat Jones or something. Right. He's a white dude, an Edomite, and he's on there all just as gay as ever. You know what I'm saying? So they just talking to him like, oh, he's so fascinating and all this and that. And what the hell? He's gay. It's homosexuality. Right. I mean, come on. It's when you look at this story right here, it's telling you that, you know what I'm saying? You got something wrong with you.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You got something wrong with you. You're missing something. You are mentally off.
That's right.
If you're sitting there, condulging in homosexuality.
That's right.
Because you are mentally off. Because you sitting there, you are abusing these kids.
That's right.
You are abusing it. What made that right? What made pedophilia right? You know what I'm saying? But the oppressor is starting to allow pedophilia. He's starting to allow that. I mean, this place is getting so wicked. You know what I'm saying? Right. This place is getting so wicked. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then when you see stories like this, and this is why you think the homosexual people, they shouldn't have the right to adopt kids.
That's right.
They shouldn't have the right to adopt kids. Look what they're doing to them. Look what they're doing to these boys, man.
Right.
I mean, those are no devil kids, but I mean, come on, they're kids. Right. Look what they're doing to them. They doing to them on my lesson. I mean, come on, man. Boy, this is terrible. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? But all these things are being done, or they're coming out in the open for us to wake up.
That's right.
The Most High is letting all these things be known because, well, when He destroys this beast, it's not going to be no tears for this beast.
Right.
That's right.
When the Most High say pay him back double in Revelations, it's not going to be no pity for this beast. It's not going to be like, oh, dang, why are they doing that? Oh, no, they're going to be like, yes, they're getting all what they've done. Yep. They are reaping what they sowed.
That's right.
You know, all this evil that they do, this is crazy, man. Go ahead, brother.
Come on, if I could, I wanted to read this precept in the book of Amos. Could break it down out of one. This is the book of Amos, chapter 9 and verse 8. Behold, the eyes of the Most High power are upon the sinful kingdom.
Upon the sinful kingdom. That's just so heavy because it said the eyes. I mean, He's watching.
That's right.
You think this? Well, we understand that these are heathen little kids. But goddamn, you know what I'm saying? That is so evil, and the Lord sees all the evil that they're doing. That's what that precept is saying. The eyes of the Lord are upon it. That means He's watching it real close. He's watching it real close. You know what I'm saying? The difference between like just watching and upon His eyes are upon the sinful kingdom.
That's right.
He like watching it real close. The angels are watching it real close, and they are reporting back to the Most High.
That's right.
Man, read on, brother.
Oh, come. And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth.
He want to destroy it off the face of the earth.
That's right.
He's getting so sick of it. He's getting so sick of the oppressor. He's getting so sick of all his stories about the Holocaust and that bringing up the slavery. He's so sick of his homosexuality. He's all his evil acts. And you know what I'm saying? He's going to wipe them off the face of the earth. He sees the kingdom.
That's
right. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be the massive land that's going to burn for thousands of years.
That's right.
America. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be land. So it's a beautiful thing. He said He's going to destroy it and wipe it off the face of the earth. Now read on, brother.
Come. Shalaki, sir. Saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob.
That's heavy right there. That's heavy right there. Because we know a lot of us going to be caught up in America. We're going to be doing the same homosexual acts just like the oppressor. Right. We're going to follow him and be all wicked just like him. And the Lord's going to kill you.
That's right.
Right.
He's going to kill you. You know what I'm saying? You say he won't kill all of us. You know what I'm saying? Because some of us going to have some sense. Some of us going to be, a lot of us going to be in the I.S.U.P.K on the Command General YAHANNA.
That's right.
And we're going to see all the evilness that he's doing, and we're separating now. We're not waiting to see the terrorists. We're separating now. So by us being separated, the Lord is not going to destroy us.
That's right.
But all you that want to join with them, you want to be part of them, you want to be part of all this wickedness, you're going to die right with him. You're going to be punished right with the oppressor, doing all the wicked that they're doing, because the Lord is sick of it.
That's right.
Sick of it. That's what his eyes are upon this sinful kingdom. And he watching, and he getting pissed off. You know what I'm saying? Man, go ahead, brother.
Damn right. So, Lockie, let me read a little bit more. This next part is, it's just crazy to me. So, Lockie, it says, the Zulaks, who lived in Oxford, an affluent suburb of Atlanta, adopted the children from a Christian special needs adoption agency.
So I don't mean to interrupt you, but did you say Christian?
Sir. Christian special needs adoption agency.
Christianity.
That's the exact.
Come on, man. Come on. So okay, Christianity is going to save Israel, going to save blacks and Hispanics. Okay. Christianity is going to have their kids molested just like that.
That's right. That's what we do.
It's not no separate part. It's not no separate part, a white part and a black part. It's Christianity. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Long will tell you that. Oh, he can't tell you that. The Lord killed him.
That's right.
For being a homosexual, molesting boys, young men. Man, go ahead, read on, brother.
The boys were in the 3rd and 4th grades when their adoptive fathers were arrested last summer. Deputies responding to reports that a man was downloading child porn raided the home in Loganville, where they found evidence the pair were engaging in sexually abusive acts and video documenting this abuse, police said at the time. During the raid, William was pulled out of his home naked.
Wow.
The government worker has admitted to forcing one of his sons to perform oral sex on him with the intent to satisfy his own sexual desire, according to a sworn affidavit cited by the Daily Wire. Kowal.
This is disgusting.
I know you've seen some wild things. You know what I'm saying? Like, have you spent time with Esau's military? We know how vile Esau is in his military. We've heard stories of the things that they do over there, and in Afghanistan and so on. But here we are, right outside of Atlanta. We know what Atlanta's all about. We just read about super gonorrhea,
right?
And now we find out that they adopted these boys from a Christian special needs adoption agency. And I'm gonna let you say it because they're probably gonna say what I was about to say. But go ahead, Kowal.
I want to know what that special needs mean. Are they telling me these kids are like autistic or on the spectrum somehow? Or they need attention? Or special needs meaning, because all kids who need to be adopted are special needs. But special needs is a term usually used for a child that may be on the spectrum or has Asperger's or has some kind of disability. So I'm thinking I want to go there with it.
Right.
But that's even triply worse what they did.
Exactly.
These children need extra special care and attention, and you abuse them. It's just disgusting. Boy. And then on top of that, you make matters worse. Just look at these two bastards. Just look at them. They're forcing these kids to wear rainbow colors as if these kids have any idea about LGBTQ community.
Right.
And it was not good enough for them to just wear the shirt. Why the kid can't wear a Naruto t-shirt or Fred Flintstone, whatever they're into? You're forcing them to be a part of this movement, and they're children.
That's right.
It's like they're disgusting, man. And the crazy part is they got caught by a pervert who was watching kiddie porn, and they identified these two bastards in it. Going to show you that not only did they make money off of it, but these two devils were not your trailer park trash devils that white society looks down on. These were government workers and entrepreneurs and businessmen.
Exactly.
That's the type of people that we always constantly see in Hollywood. The millionaires, your billionaires, you understand, on these private islands, sharing this. Remember Pizzagate?
Yeah.
you know, this stuff has been going on for so long, and I couldn't imagine being on the FBI or CIA team and had to sit there and watch, because you know somebody has to watch the tape.
Absolutely.
And brother, I'm not that strong. There's a lot of things that I can suffer through, but seeing abuse of a child, man, I mean, that is something that is, you know, and some of these kids are babies, and something that is so demonic that your hatred for the oppressor will grow even more than it already is.
That's right.
And the crazy part is, what this community has done, they don't take credit and own this and wear this like they should.
That's right.
They need to wear these crimes. That community needs to wear these crimes, man.
That's a crime,
They gotta wear it. Because you make the black niggas, you make us wear our crimes every night after a drive-by.
That's right.
Every time a car gets broken into, you make us wear it on the news. When are they going to wear their crimes?
That's right.
You understand? It's in the last part. Is the sick thing about this too, is you know the trauma that they're causing these children. I don't give a damn about the children being devils. No child deserves to be abused.
Exactly.
Right.
Commander YAHANNA teaches us that. I don't care if I'm in a public bathroom in Walmart. If I see a little Asian kid being abused, I'm gonna stop it.
That's right.
Because that's not going to be tolerated in the kingdom of heaven. That's why when we're in charge, we're righteous in charge, and people gonna rejoice.
That's right. Damn right.
Because we stand up against this abuse, man, in all forms.
Yeah.
You understand? They're like quick to call us a hate group, but we don't stand for this for no nation. It's sick and it's disgusting. And you know, and in closing, you know, the bad part about this is that, you know, not only are, you know, they're abusing these children, but remember Hollywood, when you see these, you know, these A-listers adopt these children, these little black children, put them in dresses, these little boys.
That's right.
And you see them walking down Melrose, or you go into a park, and these little boys are wearing dresses. These rich elite, you understand, do so much wickedness, man, because they hide behind their money and their resources. You know what I'm saying? You got these bastards with terabytes of kiddie porn.
That's right.
Terabytes of kiddie porn and all kind of disgusting lewdness. And it's like, you know, like that's what type of people they are, man. That would not be tolerated in the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
That's why we need to look forward to us being in charge, because that's a death penalty offense. Damn flogging. You're getting your head cut off. You're throwing in a damn hole. It's sick, man.
Damn right.
And these children, that Stockholm syndrome is going to be heavy. Imagine this, you know, the Stockholm syndrome these kids have, where they're adopted by these two devils, but these two devils have to feed them and clothe them. So not only is he getting abused sexually all day, but he has to act like, you know, it's normal because he has to eat and he has to live there.
That's right.
So now he's twisted, being like, okay, well, this is the same people who feed me and buy me a PlayStation and clothe me and give me Legos, but he's also sexually abusing me.
That's right.
So now he's gonna feel sorry for his captors, and it's crazy, man. That's a psychological wickedness, you know what I mean? And that's what was done to us on those plantations. These devils hadn't changed. You go back and read some of these slave narratives and talk about these records of how these slave masters and the overseers, and when masters' friends come from out of town, how they abuse these children and these women.
That's right.
Some to the point where they killed them.
That's right.
The Lord's gonna make quick work of these devils, and I can't wait. Not yet.
No, that's very heavy.
Yeah, that was heavy.
Excellent point you bring out at the end. Officer Yanazar showed me, we've been doing research for this lecture. You know, we're working on, and he had brought me some information on something related. A story about a black woman. I'm not gonna go too deep into it, but it was a sister who basically was pimped out. I believe she was a slave, and she was pimped out by her slave owner. And they said, you know what they said? She was literally, for lack of a better word, she was effed to death.
Man, yeah.
Ran through so badly, she developed some kind of hernia or something, and they would have such, she would bleed, and they were disgusting, so they would just keep going. She would, you know, had sex. She died from having too much sex. You know what I'm saying? These kind of things are horrible. You know what I'm saying? If I could just read a little bit more. Well, I wanted to go with it too. Was also, man, I wouldn't be surprised, a Christian special needs adoption agency. Now, no one has implicated the adoption agency in this, so what I'm saying is just my personal speculation. I'm not saying this is accurate or anything. I am simply saying that, knowing the Christian church, I would not be surprised if these people didn't know exactly what and who they were giving these children to. I wouldn't be surprised at all, because this story is not uncommon. This happens a lot. You understand? And I love that Kowal brought out the point. These ain't hillbilly, because they'll quick. The oppressor is funny. The oppressor is funny. You know, it's just like how, you know, you got your highbrow Negro. Well, you know, he'll be like, well, you know, there's a difference between black and there's a difference between niggas. You know what I'm saying? We're not niggas, we black. Well, the oppressor does something similar, you know what I'm saying, where he will, you know, kind of distance himself from the hillbilly. He'll distance himself from the trailer park trash in West Virginia. You know what I'm saying? And he'll be like, that's just that. We're not with them. Yeah, they do all kinds of incest and marry their cousins and their brothers and things like that. Guess what? The oppressor does the same thing. The regular, like Kowal said, the regular Wall Street government worker, entrepreneur, they do the same thing. They have sex with their children. They have sex with their dogs. They have sex with their mothers. They do all kind of freaky stuff. You know what I'm saying? You just don't hear about it because they control the media. You understand? But this is how they live. Let me read a little bit more before we get off of this one. It says, here we go. It says the couple have been active. Let me show y'all this, man. So y'all don't think I'm just sitting here making stuff up. It says, Slack, let me get rid of this one. Let me go to this article, man. Listen to what it says. These are not what's the name of it? What's that old show with the hillbillies? Was it the Hillbillies?
Beverly Hillbillies.
Beverly Hillbillies. With Jed and Beverly Hillbillies. It says, the couple have been active in the local LGBTQ community. You understand? It says prominent LGBTQ publication Out Magazine reportedly asked to feature their photos on its website, according to the Daily Wire.
Wow.
They wanted to put these photos of the gay couple with their children and the purple and the rainbow in the biggest LGBTQ magazine known to man. And now this. Town Hall said it spent months reviewing recorded jailhouse calls, court documents, and testimony from a relative who spoke exclusively with the outlet about the extent of the abuse, as well as the faster than expected adoption process. The faster than expected adoption process that led to the nightmare. William and Zachary, who have pleaded not guilty, each face over 9 life sentences if convicted. That's why they pleaded not guilty. It's not because they don't know they're guilty. It's because they're facing like multiple life sentences.
Yeah,
trying to buy time. You understand?
Yeah.
But man, this is absolutely disgusting. This is the world you live in.
It's disgusting. Yeah.
This is the world that you live in. Now I'm talking to my blacks, Latinos, Native Indians.
God.
This are the people that you go to work with.
Right.
This is the people that you're mad at myself and Captain Yagawa and Officer Paul for not wanting to join.
Yeah.
We're racist and we're the hate group. No, they're part of a hate group.
That's right.
You understand?
That's right.
That Christian church is a hate group, man.
Right.
Some of these, you know, I don't want to say because I don't want to get flagged, right? But I'm gonna just say that the LGBTQ community, I'll say that they have more to answer for than the I.S.U.P.K. We don't molest children.
That's right.
And guess what? There are brothers in the I.S.U.P.K. who have adopted children. If you're a young black mother or black family and you got a child and you say, man, I can't raise this child, guess what? Find your nearest I.S.U.P.K. We will take care of that baby.
Right. That's right. Yeah, right. That's right.
We've done it before.
That's right.
And raise them in the truth to believe, to know that they're special according to the Most High, and we will never molest them. It will never ever happen. You understand?
That's right.
Somebody touch a child in even close to the I.S.U.P.K. They can't come around us ever again. Anytime. So we don't condone that kind of behavior.
Right.
And it's not something that we deal with. You know what I mean? Exactly. So I just had to say that, man, because this is really, you know, reveals so much. It reveals
and Salakia, and that's heavy what both of y'all bringing out, man. You know what I mean? Because it's like we are telling you that. And that was the heavy what Kowal was saying. With even in the kingdom, even little white babies will not be molested.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't do that.
That's right.
We are against that. We are against that. You know what I'm saying? Because the righteous will be in rule. You know.
Right.
But right now, you can see everybody's learning who's the beast is, who the beast is. You know what I'm saying? And like you just said, this is what I'm doing right now. So I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? These are kids that need a father. You know? You know, so and this is what we do. This is what we do. This is what we do. We protect. We don't want to molest your kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your kids are safe with us. You know,
right.
And it's so sad. And we can stand on that. We stand on that. You know what I'm saying? This is what we tell you. Don't abort your babies. We will take your babies and raise your babies. You know what I'm saying? Don't abort your kids. And I mean, come on. And really, don't give them to the oppressor. Because you give them to the oppressor, I mean, come on, you see what happened. You see what happened. You know that, I mean, if they do that to their own, you know what they're gonna do to us.
That's right.
And if they're Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, you know what's being done to us right now. The kids to go into those homes like that.
That's right.
You know, there's right there. There's oppressors are adopting Black babies, Hispanic babies, Native Indian babies. They adopt them all the time. And people are allowing homosexual couples, just like those two oppressors, to adopt Black and Hispanic and Native Indian babies.
That's right.
Adopting our kids and molesting them just like that.
That's right.
Same thing is going on. The same thing is going on. This is why we tell you, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you want to put your kid for adoption, give them to the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General.
That's right.
We'll take them and raise them. We'll take them and raise them. And one day you'll see a big old grown man or woman standing right before you, and it'll be your kid. You'll be old and they'll be your kid. They've been raised up, you know what I'm saying, with morals and keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High.
Right. Salaki, if I could.
Go ahead, brother.
Salaki to cut you off, Salaki, sir, but that's just so heavy what you're saying. And the beautiful part about it is you don't have to worry about them resenting you when they get older. They're not going to hate you and be like, put me up. Guess what? You come back 20 years later, a grown man or a grown woman that will still love you and say you did the right thing. And I love you. That's what we're taught to do in the I.S.U.P.K. We don't hate our parents because they weren't raised in the world, you know what I'm saying, governed by the Most High. They weren't raised in the place where the laws of the Most High are the way of the laws of the land. They weren't raised in the world, so we understand they were just doing the best of what they had. They were under just like we are. You know what I'm saying? So what Cap is saying is so heavy, man. If you're thinking about putting your kids up for adoption, if you know someone who is thinking about putting their child up for adoption, now we're talking about Blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians. You know what I'm saying? The scripture says, Kawal said, when the righteous rule, you know what I'm saying, the people, you know what I'm saying, rejoice. But we're not adopting, you know, as far as I know, we're not adopting no heathen babies. Is that correct, Cap?
No, we don't know because we're not their people. We're not. It wouldn't be right to the heathen babies taking them.
Okay.
It would be right to them. Well, we teaching kids in a whole new heritage.
Right.
Of their own.
That's right.
What I'm gonna teach an Edomite baby? I'm gonna tell you, the white man's the devil.
Sure. Go. If you know an
Edomite, keep the law, statutes, and commandments, what's he gonna keep? They're not for him.
That's right.
All her. I mean, it doesn't make sense.
I'm just making sure I don't want to say.
Yeah. You know, I'm saying, I'm like I said, I was answering to the people. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna. No. We're not doing that. You know, we're not taking them. You know, it's not our duty. It's not our responsibility. It's not our responsibility. Is who Yahushua was sent to.
That's right.
In Matthew 15:24, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Right.
So Yahushua Christ said that the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General YAHANNA, we are not for anybody but the lost sheep of the house of Israel. That's right. You know, you can't take no heathen babies. You know.
So you heard it here first, folks. So if you know someone who has a devil child, then you know what I'm saying. You should do the right thing by them. Don't harm them. Find a good home for them, just not with us. But if you know a Black, Latino, or Native Indian who is even considering putting a child up for adoption, tell them to get in contact with the I.S.U.P.K under Commander YAHANNA. It'll be better for them. It'll be better for the child in the long run. Damn, such a sad case. You know what I'm saying? Very, very terrible. And let me say this too: if y'all not aware of this. So Wall mentioned it. They absolutely were making tons of money because it is a documented fact that the Black market for child pornography is like a multi-billion-dollar industry. Okay?
Yes.
People go on the dark web and they pay exorbitant Large amounts of money. Insanely large amounts of money for child pornography. You know what I'm saying?
So I get thought, but are we gonna get flagged or anything if I call them twisted freaks?
No, you would no.
I mean, because I just want to throw the question out there. I didn't know that. You mean to tell me that you have that many twisted freaks out here?
Oh, sir, absolutely.
I mean, come on. This is why Yahweh Christ got to come and rule.
That's right.
All this stuff won't go on. This stuff will not go on. We find somebody thinking about some child pornography in the kingdom. Boy, we are going to ride into that land. That's boy, right. And I'm gonna save my machete that I call mercy. I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna grab them devils, and I will saw their head off. I will saw their head off. And, and that's the only mercy that I can give them. I will saw their goddamn head off.
That's right.
Run around molesting kids, and I mean, come on, that's disgusting. So you gonna and that much money?
Yeah. You know what's heavy? You know what heavy you said about that double one too? It brings it to the point where that whole Bitcoin, Litecoin, all these different forms of currency. It's not working like you would think it should, because the root of that was all sexual deviance. All of it. All these what did he tell me? So it's a kiddie porn and the sexual abuse of children and just smut. You remember that term, just smut film? Where you got, I remember I was coming up, there was a series called Faces of Death.
I remember that, but I don't remember, but I heard of it.
Yeah, and it was these VHS tapes you could get, and they were like technically, showing like people get hit by trains, the cartels shooting up people, or some white man jumping off the building in New York because the stocks drop, his body just explodes on the ground. White people eat monkey brains in Indonesia. It was like a bunch of smut that you could actually get your hands on, but it technically was illegal. Some of them were legal because they advertised it, on the TV for a while. Then they got rid of it with the coming of DVDs and downloading. But Faces of Death was something that you should see the excitement in Esau's face when this tape came out. I mean, they were, bro, have you seen new Faces of Death, and passing it around and sharing it. And I noticed that, now through the dark web, see, if you were to pay cash money to somebody for, hey man, I want a tape of sexual deviance, that's a crime. Exchanging of money for that type of stuff, but you put it on a dark web and hide it in Bitcoin, and imaginary currency that's hard to trace. Now you got $1 billion industry, and people are. Who the hell do you know that's buying anything? That's my thing. What do you have to buy on the dark web you can't buy on the regular web?
Right.
What's the secret? Why is it dark in there? In the Bible, darkness is bad. Light is
God.
That's right. The Bible talks about the light being good.
That's right.
What's all this darkness about?
That's right.
It's all sinful and sexual deviance on there. Exactly. That's why I was so happy when Jeremiah Hyman pretty much stepped on the whole Bitcoin crap. He was like, I don't give a damn about that. Where's the regular money? Put it in my hand. I want an envelope to break my wrist. Damn all that cryptocurrency. And crypto just sounds like dead and decrepit.
That's right.
Like crypto. Like, you could have came up with another name for it. Like,
I know.
It just sounds Egyptian to me. Like, ew.
Yeah, God.
Like, it sounds nasty. Because you're using that to buy prostitutes and smut film and buy sexual babies and to do all kind of wickedness and buy illegal guns and drugs. Damn cryptocurrency. We don't need it. I don't even, what kind of crap is that? And that's why, that's all that's rooted in that. And I guarantee you, if they really came up with the transcripts, we'll find out that there were big, heavy players on the cryptocurrency market. One of them was a goddamn banker. Right. One of them was a goddamn banker. I don't think he got his hands in crypto. Yeah, he did. And he was making tons of money with these children.
Right.
Disgusting bastards, man. Damn cryptocurrency in the dark web, all that garbage.
That's heavy point. Y'all letting it go over your heads, man. I'm telling you. Listen to what Kawhi is saying, because you know what? That's true. And a lot of our people are just being duped. Now, of course, have there been people who made tons of millions of bajillions of dollars with Bitcoin? Absolutely, it has happened. But not for you, Negroes. Salakia. It ain't happening. You're not about to get Bitcoin. That ship has sailed. Okay?
Right. That
ship has sailed. It was a bubble, just like the .com bubble in the late 90s. Okay.
Right.
You're going to either end up in jail or you're going to be owing billions and millions of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars. You don't want that. And like Kowal said, that's what that Bitcoin and all of those cryptocurrencies were initially designed for. It was so you could pay for illegal things on the dark web without it being traceable.
Right.
That's what it was for. You understand? So yeah, man, this is such deviancy in this place. We read the scripture about the eyes of the Lord, sinful kingdom, man. Like this place is a cesspool of disgusting.
Yeah.
It's just nasty. This is a nasty place. You know what I mean? And I advise brothers and sisters, man, don't, as we read in Micah chapter 2 and verse 10, you know what I mean? This is not your, how can you rest in a place where and entrepreneurs and government officials are trying to molest children so they can have sex with them?
Right.
Camera and sell the videos for some pedophile in a basement to buy Bitcoin. That's what you want Bitcoin for. I'm telling you, man, this place is just, it's hell. This place is hell.
It is.
Simple. It is. Oh, good night. Salakia. Moving on. Moving right along. We're gonna shift gears a little bit here. This story came to me and I thought it was very interesting, if I could. Just to show our people, again, falling victim to so many things that really we have nothing to do with. And this is what happens when you are a people who, you know, doesn't have an identity. You know, you don't know who you are. You'll believe anything and you'll accept anything. And before you know it, you are a full-blown nut, a full schizophrenic, crazy individual, and you think you're doing something righteous. So check this story out here. Because here's a whole article. Salakia. Bear with me just a moment. If I could, matter of fact, before we do that, before we get into this, I'll do it afterwards. I'll do it after this one. Show that promo again. Here we go. This says cleric is convicted in New York of supporting ISIS while in Jamaica. Abdullah El Faisal, a Jamaican, Bunyamin, who was an outspoken supporter of the Islamic State, was the first person to face trial under New York State terror laws passed after September 11. Look at this brother.
Look at this dummy.
Look at this fool, right? Abdullah El Faisal. It says, for years, Abdullah El Faisal, a Jamaican-born cleric, promoted an extreme form of Islam that advocated killing non-believers. His incitement sent him to prison in 2003. He was kicked out of Kenya in 2010. At home in Jamaica, he became an outspoken supporter of the Islamic State. Now, he has been convicted in New York of supporting terrorism, attempting to support terrorism and conspiracy, offenses that took place without him setting foot in the city or planning an attack there. During a trial that stretched over 2 months in state Supreme Court in Manhattan, prosecutors portrayed Mr. Faisal as a jihadist who had supported ISIS between 2014 and 2017 by spreading its propaganda, praising its grim theology as fighters bearing its black flag carried out a campaign of kidnapping, sexual slavery, and murder across Iraq and Syria. He even acted as a marriage broker for the group, prosecutors said. Good night. They added that Mr. Faisal had attempted to support ISIS through one specific matchmaking effort, conspiring with a young woman from New York who sought his assistance in entering territory controlled by the group and marrying one of its fighters. In fact, the woman was an undercover member of the New York Police Department's clandestine intelligence bureau.
Oh, boy.
He was one of 3 investigators who used fake names while communicating with Mr. Faisal from Manhattan, establishing jurisdiction there and gaining his trust while speaking the language of extremism.
Great police work.
Right. Shout out to the police. They really did that. Good night.
They really did it. Yeah.
Sir. I mean, Cap, I seen this, man. It just made me just kind of just laugh. This is from what I understand. This is a black man.
Yeah.
His birth name is probably like Winston. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
You know, Corey is Jamaican. So
yeah,
like,
Elvis.
Yeah. Winston or Desmond.
Yeah.
Oh God! And now he's talking about his name is Abdullah El Faisal, and he's trying to get down with ISIS to do terrorist acts in New York. Cap, what? Like,
man. Boy, there we are again, man. You know what I'm saying? And then now he's a Benjamite brother, man. You know, come on, man. You know, we fall to the trick of Islam.
That's right.
So now you know, now he's known as a jihadist.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's a jihadist. You know what I'm saying? Good Lord, boy, man.
Oh,
Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge.
Right.
Come on, man. Help that brother. What's his name? His name Winston. No, you say Salaki. You say Salaki. But he's Abdullah.
Right.
Okay, so Abdullah been, of course, he been tricked, man. He's just been tricked.
That's right.
He been tricked by, you know what I'm saying. Of course, he probably watched some Malcolm X or tapes or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He been tricked. You know, they're like all of us, like just like we was tricked with Christianity. You know what I'm saying? Right. So he tricked, and now he want to be a jihadist. You know what I'm saying? They brother. You know what I'm saying? Get into the I.S.U.P.K, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a sad story. You know, it's a sad story because he really think he's righteous.
Right.
And you know how we know how Judite brothers, how we can be when we Muslim.
That's right.
You know, we really think we get the truth. You know what I'm saying? You see brothers in the street, man, when they Muslim, man, you know, the Judite brother, boy, you can't tell him nothing. That's right. He's totally righteous. He know all about this and that. And now America sees him as a jihadist.
Right.
Man. Did it kick him out of the country or what?
Is this like, sir?
Did he get kicked out of the country?
I mean, I guess he had gone to Kenya at one point.
Yeah, he's gone to Kenya. Okay, he's gone.
I think he's back in Jamaica, but because he was communicating with the police in New York, that's how they were able to get him under their jurisdiction.
Yeah.
Come on, sir. So he was trying to get terrorist acts to be committed in New York.
Yeah. Okay. Good Lord, man. See, that shows you. That shows. I mean, that goes to tell you that, you know, come on, Islam. That's not the answer. Islam is not the answer. I mean, come on, those are Arabs anyway.
That's right.
Those are Arabs anyway. You praying to an Arab god. It's not even real. What is the rock? And come on, brother. I mean, come on, you need to come home. You need to come home just like a nigga in the United States need to come home.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's a sad story of Israel. You know, that's us. That's us. Did you take on a crazy religion of Islam, and now you're known as a jihadist?
That's right.
And now you want to come and just, I mean, come on, man. That ain't going to lift black people up.
That's
Islam is not going to lift black people up. Islam is not going to save black people.
Right.
Islam is going to destroy black people, just like it destroyed this brother. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got a whole lot of Islamic people that so-called Islamic. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to call you black Muslims. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying? Hey, matter of fact, he's the first one that's trying to get his jihad on.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, he's the first one trying to get jihad on. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember General Salman used to always be speaking like, "Nigga, you ain't no Muslim. You out here selling oils. Why don't you go ahead and strap a bomb on and get your jihad on?" You know what I'm saying? If you're really down, if you're really down, you know what I'm saying? So he's always cut him like that. You know. So this is the first one that I seen that really wanted to get his jihadi on.
Right.
He wanted to get his jihad on and go in. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the way. That's not going to save black people. That's not going to save black people. No, the Lord didn't tell you to go and kill nobody. The Lord tell you to be obedient. Keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. Nigga, stop put down that ham sandwich. Have some discipline. You know what I'm saying? Stop treating your woman like whores. You know, do that type of stuff.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And then you can see a black man being free.
That's right.
You know, but you sitting there trying to kill people and do that, man, that ain't gonna do nothing but have more dead niggas, including yourself.
Right.
Go ahead. I yield on that, brother.
No, I mean, insane. Like, what am I reading, man? Like, what is happening in this world? This is such a bug out. Like, if you say, Cap, I guess I gotta give him not credit, but he
needs some.
He really trying to get his stripes. You know what I mean?
Right. God.
You adopt of another people, and now you want to be a mass murderer. That's what you aspire to be, a mass murderer.
Yeah, exactly.
You blow.
He stepped. I respect him. I respect him more than the regular cats down there in damn Philly.
Right.
All them fake Elijah Muhammad niggas ain't doing nothing but passing bean pods and wearing suits. Right. The FBI ain't worried about them. Like, all them niggas ain't doing nothing. They just marching and right turn, left turn, right. That's all they doing. This Negro, he's actually trying to blow something up. He's like, man, he's trying to step into being an ISIS and jihad and all that crap. Right. You know what I'm saying? So whatever he's doing, he was radical as hell. And they was like, now we gotta get this Negro off the street. Right. The Africans in Kenya kicked him out. How you get kicked out of Kenya? Have you seen Kenya? What's in there? A bunch of cheetahs running around in Kenya. Right. Ain't nothing. They kicked that Benjamin the hell out of Kenya. He must have been real radical.
That's right.
They got him off the street. But you know, it's crazy. Like Cap was saying about Islam, that religion, and it's a very criminalized organization. You know, they're in charge of, and then when he chose to be a part of that, he has to know that you're in the eye of the tiger right now. Meaning, you forgot about 9/11. Do you know that the so-called oppressor is gunning after anything Middle Eastern? Like, if it has anything terroristic tied to it, you're going to get highlighted. You're going to jail.
That's right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no Israelite group that knocked the towers down. That was damn terrorists, Bin Laden them.
Right. For real.
And you got Boko Haram. You know, in Nigeria, they stole all them girls. You tied to all these organizations that actually do crime.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
And you walking around New York wearing that stupid uniform. You identify it. At least try to blend in like a regular New Yorker. Right. This Negro walking around with a dress on and a kufi. Like, you're going to jail, man. you're going to jail. You and your stupid outfit.
That's right.
You know, and then guess what? No Ishmaelites bailing you out either.
God.
You're not going to get a letter. You're not going to get a letter from ISIS or Boko Haram telling you thank you for your service. You're just going to be in jail getting your ass whooped for cookies. That's it.
Right. That's right.
Yeah.
You know, and you're not going to raise up anybody in there because everybody knows it's a joke. Like that whole stuff is garbage. And you know, it just shows when we try to be like these other nations and we try to dress like them, and we know we wear that strange apparel. We do these wicked things that they do. We get the consequences that's meant for them, like jail, oppression, and death, and embarrassment. You know what I'm saying? So much so that we talking about this cat right now in North Carolina and Oklahoma. It's like, you know, you embarrassed yourself, buddy. Right. You can't even be a successful criminal. And you use that disgusting religion to hide behind it.
That's right.
It's disgusting, man. It's disgusting. But yeah, he gonna learn his lesson. He'll learn his lesson. He'll learn that those Ishmaelites, all those oil sultans and all these African and Muslims that have all this high crime and this money and all these terrorist plans, they're not going to help you out when you need lawyer fees.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right. So that's so.
And Salakia, brothers like him, brother, you Muslim brothers out there and like him. I mean, you're not going to save Leroy in the ghetto.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You blow up something. You're gonna save maybe Habib,
right?
Somewhere eating dust sandwiches or something. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna save black people. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna raise up black people. You know what I'm saying? So stop the madness.
That's right.
Stop the madness. You know. I go, brother.
Damn right. Not the dust sandwich.
yeah, you know what I mean?
That's right up the alley too.
Right. Man, that's so heavy what y'all bring it out saying, man. Like, I mean, to be a black man, to see the oppression of your people in the ghettos of Jamaica, in the ghettos of Kingston,
right? Yeah, come
and all of that, and you decide to join ISIS.
Yeah,
join Al-Qaeda, you know what I'm saying? And you communicating with ISIS to get women married to these ISIS, like, bro, you really hate your people. Like, that's what's gonna happen. Just like if you become a Christian, you are going to hate black people because you don't care about saving them. Right. Cap said you're gonna try to save Habib. You're gonna try to saying save the Akis and all of that stuff, man.
Right.
It has nothing to do with your people at all. And that shows that Muslim religion, you can say what you want to say about extremists or whatever. That religion is a religion of death and criminality. You understand?
God.
Muslim, and all of a sudden you got a bloodthirst. You want to see something die. Something got to be dead, raped. You saw that it says something about sexual abuse in there too. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? That story we just read about them molesting them boys, there's probably some Muslims watching this right now. Like, I don't see the problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That is very common over there. Them molesting 11-year-old girls and boys.
Yeah.
Who never talks about that. But the I.S.U.P.K, we're going to talk about it, man. We are going to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So, brother, if you're watching, or if this gets to you, brother, call the I.S.U.P.K. Go to I.S.U.P.K.com because you're gonna be in jail.
Right.
And call somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And leave that Middle Eastern religion alone.
That's right.
Or your people. All right. No sweat. Moving right along. Last thing we have on the ledger here. Actually, no, let me play this promo real fast. You know what I'm saying? Because of course, April 1st is going down. You know what I'm saying? We got the Lord's 54th annual Passover in Raleigh, North Carolina. You know what I mean? Make sure you're there. So I just want to play this promo real quick, so you can see what we got in store for everybody. And we'll be back with the last story of the day. All right. Just a moment, bear with me. Make sure again y'all still liking the live, sharing it everywhere. Let's push this truth. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it done. All right. So bear with me just a moment as I cue this up. Here we go. Most High in Christ. Boom. Count. We'll be right back. All right. Stay tuned.
North Carolina.
Y'all know what we do. Y'all know what we came to do.
The I.S.U.P.K under Commander General YAHANNA will be hosting the Lord's 54th annual Passover in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Downtown Convention Center. This is something that you do not want to miss. Make sure that y'all bring the entire family.
Oh, you think I'm bullshitting? Wait till I get with you. If I gotta go to ground, I'ma shut the town down. I ain't about to stop until I hear the sand down. All you gonna see is a lot of man down.
The Downtown Raleigh Convention Center.
We ain't never stopping now. You running now. All my niggas go to ground. We go to ground. You dealing with the men of war.
For Blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians. Go to ISUPK.com to purchase your tickets today. $200 per every adult over the age of 17 years old.
We are not the same. No, we not related. No, I'm not stuck on lit. Death is a vacation. My camp undefeated. You cannot debate. You just want the clout.
The Lord, 54th annual Passover is coming down. So Raleigh, North Carolina, Commander General YAHANNA has done it again. You don't want to miss this. Pull yourself. Pull yourself.
God, back at it. All right. So we're gonna end today's show talking about this situation here that what I'm saying has been one of the biggest topics across the nation right now, which is the murder of Tyree Nichols. I don't know much about it, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, any information that y'all have, I'm gonna read this article, but I haven't been following it but so much. Obviously Yanazar hit me up today and gave me some new information. The father, I believe, said there was more than 5 police officers involved. Now they haven't released the tape yet. I think the tape is scheduled to be released tomorrow. But this brother Tyree Nichols was brutally beaten, and 5 Memphis police officers are all being held accountable for it. Cat, did you know something about this?
Yeah. I've been following that story. That's a real sad story, It's a real sad story because when I first heard about it, I thought I thought the cops were white. I just knew the cops were white, but then it showed it's 5 black cops. And a lot of places, I'm quite sure y'all know about it. Mm-hmm. But you get black cops that are worse than white cops.
Right, that's right.
And you got black cops out here that are worse than white cops when it comes to oppressing black people. You got some dirty Negroes that's like terrible, real awful, man. And do some real wicked things and been doing wicked things, to black people. Just it's terrible. It's sad we see, and then they even killed that brother. And what it's sad because those brothers like that been taught to hate their people.
That's right.
Those brothers been taught to hate their people so much that they will beat them to death like that. And now these white people are going to say, look at him. See the problem? See what the problem is? You giving Negroes like that a badge. You giving Negroes like that a badge if they don't know how to behave themselves and stuff like that. They're going to call them. They're going to take them. They're going to run these Negroes through the runner. They're going to run them through the runner like, yeah, they did that. And they're going to penalize them. They're going to penalize them come on. They're going to be, they might throw them in jail.
Right.
They might throw them in jail. You know what I'm saying? Because I always said it's not good enough for a cop to be fired.
Right.
When a policeman turns into a criminal and does a criminal act, a policeman needs to go to jail, just like everybody else. That's assault and murder. They need to go to jail. They need to go to jail. But you know what I'm saying? They would never do that. But who knows? With these men being black and the way black people are coming out, and they even dusted off. What's the brother name? They dusted off. What's the attorney's name? It always shows up.
Ben Crump.
Oh, Ben Crump. Dusty Crump. They dust that black Negro off every time he show up. And he amazing dude because he's got a license in every state.
Right.
I mean, you have to have attorneys. To be a lawyer, you have to have the license. You have to be licensed in certain states.
Right.
It's evident to me that he has a license in every state.
That's right.
I mean, he shows up every time. You know what I'm saying? But it's sad about us. As a people. You know what I mean? As a people, these brothers beat that boy. I mean, you've been taught to hate your people that much that you would beat dude like that.
That's right.
What did he do? Did he deserve a beating like that?
That's right.
And since I was a little kid, you had racist cops, black racist cop who hated niggas. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there was a white man that used to live up the street from us. He lied and said we broke some windows out, and this damn nigga gonna come to our house and talk to my mother and father. Tell me something, well, I ought to go up there and snatch him up out of bed or something, And then my father was like, nah, you ain't coming to my house. You ain't doing nothing like that,
Right.
And then when we had to go to the precinct, it turned out that the white dude was lying.
That's right.
He was lying. And then look, every time my father would try to talk, the old white lady, she would interrupt my father, and then the Negro, he gonna sit there, the nigga cop gonna sit there and say, oh, wait a minute, wait. I want to hear what she got to say, you know? So my father was like, now why in the world every time she interrupt me, you let her go ahead and interrupt me? But then when I try to say something to interrupt her, you stop me too. You know, you never let me talk in either way, you know?
That's right.
So and this is what we go through when you were dealing with destroyed cops who hate their people. That's right. Been taught to hate their people, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I love what the Most High done with General Hazian, you know, because General Hazian, man, that's a strong brother, you know. And the Lord was with him. The Lord had his hand on him because he saw what the oppression of his people, and he saw, and that's what I heard. They were telling that story about when General Hazian was a cop. General Mayak was saying the way he would walk past, and General Hazian used to be in a car, in a squad car, you know, and General Hazian used to always speak to them and say shalom. You know, he's always saying shalom, brothers, you know, like that, you know. And that's the way your cop's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to be taking sides. You can't take sides because you're supposed to protect everybody. Right, you know what I'm saying? So you can't go against your people, you know? Right. And it's sad because those cops, they did such an evil act. And then another cop, you know, who behaved themselves like General Hazian, those would be the cops, you know what I'm saying? They get shot or something because somebody's saying, oh, yeah, he's just like them, you know? Like, it's like you have good cops and you have bad cops. Like, it was a cop back in D.C. I used to see him every morning. When I used to be going, he used to be up at the Walmart. I used to see him every morning walking past, and he used to always give me dap, you know? And he knew who I was. He'd be right here going, hey, what's up? What's up, brother? You know, give me dap, you know, and stuff like that. It's cops like that, you know what I'm saying, who really know how to protect and serve. That's right. Understand their job, you know what I'm saying? But then you get Negroes like this who hate their people and turns into just homeborn slaves, hate their people, and you're going to beat the man like that? I mean, what the hell? There was 5 of you. Yeah. Once you get him down, he's down. What the fuck, man? You going to beat that man like that? I mean, you deserve to go to jail. I mean, you deserve to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what the hell? What you want me to do? I mean, maybe you go to jail and maybe you come into the truth. That's right. You know what I'm saying? But you got to pay for your crime that you did. That's right. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay for that crime, man. That was evil what they did to that brother, man, you know? But this is why we tell you, that's the mark of the beast. That's right. When you take up arms to defend this wicked, wretched country, this wicked, sinful kingdom, when you go in there, whether you're in the military or whether you in the police department, you are just, boy, you are terrible. You know what I'm saying? So it's like saying when I commend, I love brothers like him, Kawal, your story, brothers like him. Brothers went to Esau's military. You know what I'm saying? They ain't in the truth now. Some brothers, they still in the military now and in the truth. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's really like the Lord choose you to be in this, you know what I'm saying? And choose you to understand this truth. You know what I'm saying? But brothers like that, boy, I mean, that's some evil stuff, man, to do to person that's your brother. That's right. To do to your brother, and you're gonna beat him like that, like he killed you, like he did something to your mom, like he robbed your mom or something. You're gonna beat him like that. And what was it, a traffic stop? Right. It was a traffic stop, right?
A reckless driving traffic stop, sir.
Yeah. Good Lord. And he deserved to die for a traffic stop.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Well, if I could,
go ahead, brother. Go ahead. No sweat.
That's so heavy what you said. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well said by Captain at 10,000 your Garwa. Y'all better listen up. But Trooper Kadar out here in NC said, "Don't you think they should have had the book thrown at them because they should not have treated their brother that way?" Well, they've officially been charged, all 5 of them.
Oh shit!
Been charged. Let me show you on the screen right here. Salakia. This wasn't the case a couple of days ago. They all were fired, but they had been formally charged. Now this says a lot. Yeah. Cap even said it. The fact that they're all black, this isn't a surprise.
Yeah.
It says DA, 5 Memphis cops all responsible for Tyree Nichols' death. 5 fired Memphis police officers were charged Thursday with murder and other crimes in the killing of Tyree Nichols, a black motorist who died 3 days after a confrontation with the officers during a traffic stop. Shelby County District Attorney Steve Mulroy told a news conference that although the officers each played different roles in the killing, they are all responsible. The officers, who are all black, each face charges of second-degree murder, aggravated assault, aggravated kidnapping, official misconduct, and official oppression. That is an interesting charge to get.
Boy,
they getting charged with official oppression.
Good Lord.
Video of the January 7th traffic stop will be released to the public sometime Friday evening. And you better know that I just Googled it, hoping that we can have breaking news. I just looked it up to try to see if we'd be able to be the first ones to show that video. It's not out yet. It says Nichols' family and their lawyers said the footage shows officers savagely beating the 29-year-old FedEx worker for 3 minutes in an assault that the legal team likened to the infamous 1991 police beating of Los Angeles motorist Rodney King. His family urged supporters to protest peacefully.
They're going to get it. Those cops are going to get. They're going to get everything thrown at them.
That's right.
I don't know if they're going to get the book, the jail cell, the handcuffs. They're going to get everything.
That's right.
They're going to get everything thrown at them because now the eyes on that whole case.
That's right.
Now they're looking at Rodney King. Now, for the white men getting off on Rodney King and the white men getting off of beating Arthur McDuffie back then in 79, for all the white cops getting off for killing black cops, now these black cops are going to go to jail. For those white cops. For what those white cops did. You know, not for just killing this brother, for Rodney King, everybody.
That's right.
For Rodney King, now these black cops are going to get it.
That's
you know what I'm saying? And that's what you get when you join the sinful kingdom.
That's right.
That's what you get. Thank you, Martin Luther King. You know, this is what you get when you join them. Now, I mean, come on, man. You're not going to get the punishment that they got.
Right.
And they were on film beating the life out of Rodney King, you know?
Daylight out of him. Like it was a seance.
You know what I'm saying? And made the nigga, humbled the nigga, made the nigga say, can we all get to see it along?
Can we all get along? You know
what I'm saying? They beat the crap out of him. He didn't even want no. He said, hey, can't we all just get along? That was his first public words after the beating. I mean, good Lord. Now, those Negroes, they're going to have to pay for Rodney King saying, let's all get along.
Right.
Those cops, you know what I'm saying? This is what you get. Let all you black people out there, Hispanics and Native Indians, let them be a lesson to you. This is what you get when you join the sinful kingdom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is for your kids growing up. Say, oh, yeah, I want to be. No, you don't. No, you don't. This is a sinful kingdom that the Lord is doing. He's going to destroy. He said it. In the name is, we read it. In Amos 9 and 8. You know, he's going to wipe this wicked, wretched kingdom off the face of the earth.
That's right.
You know, so and now it's not time for you to join up and protect and serve because they're not going to let you protect and serve.
Right.
You're going to protect and serve white people and any other heathens. You're going to protect them and you're going to serve them. But a nigga for reckless driving, you're just going to beat them to death.
Right.
You're just going to beat them to death because why? You got the mark of the beast and you just love this country so much. And you just want to uphold the righteousness and Salakia, you want to uphold the wickedness of this sinful kingdom.
That's right.
You know, I yield, brother. Oh, you got Rodney King up there.
I had to put him up there. Can't we all?
We was bristled up. We were mad when Rodney King was finally going to speak.
Right.
And we had niggas standing where we was in the house like, yeah, Rodney King getting ready to speak, man. He gonna say some heavy stuff like, man, this is wrong, man. The white man were doing this. We thought he was just going to burst his head or something. We thought he was gonna go off. Man, that brother came out. I saw when his lip was shaking. I said something wrong with that brother. His lip was quivering like you had a lip go. His lip was like quivering like I said, oh no, what in the world is wrong with Rodney? You know? And then when he said, "Can we all just get along?" I said, "Oh man, they didn't beat that brother's brains out." I mean, that was just that just really pissed everybody off, man. You know, that's why they riot. That's why the riot was. That's what they did. All the rioting was. They was like, "That damn Rodney, you ain't gonna be mad. We gonna be mad for you."
Good night, Come. That is so heavy. They really humble that brother, like you said. That black man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, boy. Man.
So, if I could, Kawhi, I'm coming to you, but we about to clip it. You good? You know what I'm saying? But we're a little over the time. But I just want to point out, Trooper Kodar also said, he said, Salaki didn't know that proves the Most High won't let us get away with anything. And I think that's the heavy point too, is that in this one situation, we see both how the oppressor responds when we commit a crime, and the Lord responds when we commit a crime. You understand?
Yeah.
Right now, the oppressor is in his kingdom. That's why the book of I think Zephaniah. No, not Zephaniah. What's the one? Hold himself. Is that Proverbs 3:31? Hold themselves not guilty. No. It's
Jeremiah.
I know what precept you're talking about, but I can't get it right away. I'm trying to.
Con. You know what I'm saying? They murder us, I'm paraphrasing, and hold themselves not guilty.
Not guilty, yeah.
How many? I mean, George Zimmerman murdered Trayvon Martin and went home that night.
Yeah.
They knew he killed him and just let him go home. But we're not afforded that opportunity, right? And then you brothers, you want to join. What they say, Kawal, Cap, they say, oh, we got to change things from the inside. Get inside, you understand? We can change things and change the. No, nigga, you gonna go inside.
The inner workings.
Itself. You're not gonna change the goddamn thing. You're killing black people and you're going to jail.
Right.
You're not Dylan Storm Roof. You're not George Zimmerman. You're not Derek Chauvin. You're going to jail tonight. Life. And that's because the Lord set it up that way. He set it up that way. You're not the oppressor. You're under oppression. Ain't that some irony for you? You know what I'm saying? You get charged with oppression and you the one in oppression.
Right. That's it.
Because you are
that's a heavy point. That's a heavy point. That's a heavy point. That's a heavy point.
All are black fools who should I.S.U.P.K under Commander General YAHANNA. Go ahead, Kawal. This is almost, it's not comical because a brother lost his life, but it's so like, man, it's just so revealing of everything that I've been talking about since 1969. Go ahead, brother.
No, you're right. I'll be brief. It what made me you see this story all the time, people getting beat by the police. When you see 4 or 5 black men, you're like, hold on, man. Hold on. Right. I gotta see this story. I got to see this footage when it comes out today. Why? Because I look at all aspects of this. First of all, the oppressor is the devil, and like Captain Yagarwab said, the mark of the beast is on any black man or Hispanic, whoever joins these military police force. Your mind is now trained to look at our people like the devil looks at us. So you will lack compassion in all capacity.
That's right.
So you turn into them. You become indoctrinated when you take these oaths and these creeds and you get your stupid little cop badge and take that picture in front of the flag and Big Mama's like, look at my baby. You're gonna hate Negroes now.
God.
And like it's crazy because I saw the picture of that brother, man. When I seen the picture of that brother in that hospital bed with that oxygen thing on his mouth and his neck was bleeding and his head was swollen like the elephant, man, I said, God damn, they whooped this brother's ass, man. And I'm like, what did he do that was so bad? I mean, did he swing on one? Like, I don't care what he did. It was 4 or 5 of y'all.
Exactly.
You should have looked at him like a little brother. You know how you grab your brother. Hey, calm down, father. Rough him up a little bit and throw him in a paddy wagon. I'll at least be happy with that. Y'all killed this. He died 10 days later. They did a work on that brother, man. And whatever they get, they're gonna deserve it. But it sucks because now like 6 lives are lost. What, 5 cops and 1 brother?
That's right.
Like now, I don't know how many of those brothers were parents, but they're gonna be gone from their kids. The shame the family has to wear, and the badge look already terrible. Now you make the badge look even more garbage. Like Juan was saying, black people kill me with this. We gotta change the inner workings. We gotta get into the system. We gotta penetrate the nucleus of the cell. No, you don't. You don't join the military because even when you do that, you don't expose the bad cops.
That's right.
I want to see the record of these brothers and see if they ever been charged with oppression or abuse in any kind of way. Because every time the court documents come out, they talk about, in 2004 he was charged with this, in 2005 he was fined for this, and he late. That's a pattern of misconduct here. Right. And a lot of these cops transfer precincts, but man, it's so sad what they did to this brother, man. Right. That picture really put it into words. I was like, damn, they really got down on him.
That's right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear he had fentanyl in the system. That's coming. Well, he only died because he had fentanyl, or he only died because they're gonna try that number. Nah, man, that's sad. The Lord allowed it, and I really feel bad for his family. But we gotta love each other, man. That's why I love this school. It taught me how to deal with cops.
That's right.
It taught me how to deal with the police. You know what I'm saying? You have to understand that they want to kill you.
That's right.
Like that's their vein. They want to kill you. Now, all black too. It ain't just brother. No, ain't no soul brother, man. He's a pig, and he looks at me how that white cop looks at me. We have to understand that. And I yield, man.
Yeah.
Damn right. Well said. Well said.
One more time, Christ. That's right.
Time Christ, man. Another excellent episode of the Chain Breakers podcast, man. Please, brothers and sisters, I implore you to help us push this truth. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our channels. Tell your friends, you know what I'm saying? Tell everybody you know what I'm saying, about the I.S.U.P.K, about Chain Breakers, about everything that we have going on. You know what I'm saying? Also, let your family know they are invited to the Lord's 54th annual Passover. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Going down April 1st. If you're Black, Latino, or Native Indian, you are formally invited to come to the 54th annual Passover, 54th annual Passover. You know what I'm saying? Make Kawal, from what I understand, the hotels are basically booked.
Yeah, they're booked. And not only they're booked, but Commander YAHANNA was so gracious. He got the hotels walking distance from the convention center where the Passover is going to be, and all of them are booked. But if you're smart, you'll continually call the hotel and find out who canceled.
Exactly. That's what I was saying.
Don't rest on your leads. Call the hotel and say, hey, did anybody cancel? Can I get this room?
That's right.
Also, too, the surrounding areas are not far. You got Crabtree, you have uptown and downtown. There's hotels 5 and 10 minutes, and Airbnb is also an option. Get with your camp leader if you need advice on that.
That's right. Damn right. Get with your camp leader in your zone. He'll get with Captain Doc. He'll get with the brothers in the zone. You know what I'm saying? We'll figure something out. We'll tell you what areas to be in too. Don't just go ahead and start booking something if you don't know what's good, what time it is in that area. But nonetheless, do your due diligence. All right. But it's going to be a glorious, glorious Passover. It's going to be so tawab, so extra. I'm going to be there. Kawal's going to be there. Captain
That's right.
Under Commander General YAHANNA is going to be there. You know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to figure out run an episode of Chain Breakers at the Passover. I know usually Captain Yagarwa, He a little too good for us on the podcast. He's doing garments around at that time. You know, that's what I completely understand. We might be able to get a little quick interview with him while he got to make his rounds. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna figure that out. But just make sure, get your affairs in order so you can be at the Lord's.
Hey, one quick thing I want to tell everybody that of course, the fee is $200. And really, and I like to put this out. I put this out in my classes a lot, and I definitely like to put it out in the show that when you pay your $200, that fee, I mean, you are definitely covering some brothers and sisters who really can't pay a fee.
That's right.
Or some brothers and sisters, and you are really, we are building a nation, and we are helping the brothers and sisters out who can't pay. Like say, for me and my rear, it'd be $400. So why don't I go ahead and just pay $800? You know, if you have it like that, if you have it to spare, if you have it to spare and to have it to give, learn how to help your nation.
That's right.
It's a brother that, like I said, I lost contact with this brother, but he used to come down to every Passover. He lived in New York, and I met him about maybe 5 or 7 years ago. And he brought a garment, and he would just come. He's an older man. He wasn't in the school or nothing. He would just come to the classes, and he would come to the Passover. You know, it's brothers like that that really, like I said, they can't pay the fee.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? They can't do all they bad men have to do is pay their hotel fee. Pay for their hotel, or maybe pay for their hotel, and you just helping these people out.
That's right.
Helping one another out, man. That's the spirit in I.S.U.P.K. We don't have no spirit of everybody being greedy, or if you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't. No. That's the spirit that Christ had.
That's right.
He always talked about helping the poor.
Helping
the poor, helping the poor, helping the needy. You know what I'm saying? So this is what we do when we say, go ahead and pay your fee. And I'm saying, if you can, pay somebody else's fee.
That's right.
You know? Come on. Come on. The Lord sees that. The Lord sees that type of work and that type of diligence and that type of love for your people. That's what's going to bring YAHANNA Christ back. You know, that's it.
Most High in Christ. That's what it is. Cool. Did you have something before we head out?
Oh, pay your tithes, pay your Passover fee. You know what I'm saying? Try to make it down to the Lord's only Passover on the Command General YAHANNA. April 1st, Raleigh, North Carolina, the Convention Center. Like I said, if you need any help with transportation, hotel booking, contact your camp leader. You understand what I'm saying? Invite your family. It's open. You know, as long as you Black, Hispanic, Latino, Native American, Indian, you're welcome to come on in. We're gonna have a great time. And shout out to Officer One for organizing this podcast, Captain Yogar Walk, and YAHANNA when he's listening. Let's look forward to doing it again next week.
Damn right.
Shout out
to Officer Yarmont, man. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he'll be on with us next week, man. But I'm gonna leave y'all with this Passover promo because this is what it is. It's going down. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget, like Kawal said, you pay that $200 fee, you are covered for the all-black party. I don't think they know, Kawal, this all-black party is open to the public.
Yes, and we're doing heavy promotion starting this week, next week, all the way until the Black Party happens. We are going to show these people what brotherhood and sisterhood really is, man. You're not going to have any problems. We got security there. The Lord is with us. You have a great time. Brothers and sisters, come correct.
That's right.
Just like you get dressed to go to the club or to that little stupid birthday Capricorn bash. We'll come to the all-black party, and it's a concert. Did I mention that? All the rappers and singers, everybody in Israel has the top brothers, the famous brothers, whatever you want to call it, is going to be in the building performing, man. Live DJ, music, smoke, all kind of stuff. It's going to be great. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be great, man. So just bring your family and share this message, man. Come on, let's just do it for Lord Christ.
That's right. Most High in Christ. Hey, you already there for that. I ain't got nothing else, man. So we'll see y'all next week. Same time, same place. Chainbreakers Podcast, I.S.U.P.K under Command of General YAHANNA. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to run this promo. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I'm going to let my brothers go. We're going to say shalom and everything. But y'all don't got to stay on. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can go ahead and just get out because we so over the time. You know what I'm saying? But with that, to the brothers, we say shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Barakatah. And to the sisters, we say shalom. Yahweh Shema Alatham Ba'Shem Yahweh, man. We'll see y'all next week. Shalom.
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 It's that time again, Israel. It's the Lord's 54th annual Passover in North Carolina.
Y'all know what we do. Y'all know what we came to do.
The I.S.U.P.K under Commander General YAHANNA will be hosting the Lord's 54th annual Passover in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Downtown Convention Center. This is something that you do not want to miss. Make sure that y'all bring the entire family.
Oh, you think I'm bullshitting? Wait till I get with you. If I gotta go to ground, I'ma shut the town down. I ain't about to stop until I hit sand down. All you gonna see is a lot of men down.
The Downtown Raleigh Convention Center.
We ain't never stopping now. You running now. All my niggas go to ground. We go to ground. You dealing with the metaphor.
For Blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians. Go to ISUPK.com to purchase your tickets today. $200 per every adult over the age of 17 years old.
We are not the same. No, we not related. I'm not stuck on living. Get this a vacation. My camp undefeated. You cannot debate. You just want the clout.
The
We
Lord,
just want the praise.
54
I'm just trying to
annual Passover